Well, howdy, YouTube girls and boys. We're here with some Scout parts, as you can see. The enduro stand, bottom hoop, and props. And from my experience, these are the parts that you will break if you have some sort of prop strike. And I know Scout did a video on this, and I saw it, and I was just like, it's really easy to bend these things. It's really easy to have a prop strike. If you hit here on this part of the enduro cage, no problem. It's so reinforced, it's not gonna bend and it's not gonna flex the hoop. However, if you tap this part, it will bend, as you can see from this one right here. It will bend the stand and of course push your, let's say it's on that way, it'll push your cage right up into the spinning prop. And you'll do a bottom hoop. That's like, I think these things are like 175 bucks. And of course, you'll hit the tip of your prop on this little part right here, and you'll hear this little kunk. You know, that means the new prop's like, what are they, like 350 some odd dollars, almost 400 bucks. Enduro stand, that's like another 175 bucks. So real quickly, you can essentially do like $850 worth of damage in like a matter of seconds. And it's happened to me, I mean, not in like super easy conditions, but I think the first time I ever did one like this, we were out para camping out on the Lost Coast, and I just kind of slipped a little bit. That didn't work out too good. And it pushed it enough up into a spinning prop to ding a prop kind of like this one right here. You can see that. And you can super glue that in the field and get yourself out. But if you have a larger strike, kind of like, show you this one, kind of like that one. That one was done on this guy, and that right there is a crack all the way through the prop, and you can hear stuff, at least you used to be able to, kind of like rattle inside. You can't fix that. So carbon fiber props are not cheap. I'm out, buddy, and I kind of fucked my shit up. Anyhow, Stefan came up with a brilliant idea to come from the frame and reinforce back down to here, and he's calling them beef tubes. And Jean-Francois had a kind of like a prototype version that he created, but they're finally actually engineered in production, and you can buy them like here in the States from like Team Fly Halo, and I highly recommend them. I just ordered a pair because yesterday I was out ski flying, and Maybell decided to drag in the snow, and Maybell pulled my wing back behind me. And what happened was it deflated my wing kind of behind me, kind of in a stall, as I'm moving forward on skis. And guess what that did? It just put me on my ass and did this little guy right here. That's this one. slice all the way through, and that was actually this cage, but I just put a new little bracket on there from that one. So it kind of just tinked it just a little bit, and that can be an expensive day. You can fix these things. Like, I'm gonna re-carbon fiber these. As you can see, I've done this one before. This one actually broke from transporting the paramotor, because it's like sitting there, you know, inside there, and the whole weight of the paramotor can be pressing down on this. And I think I compromised this one because I transported the paramotor in the back of a truck with a camper shell without the hoop on. And if you're gonna do that, just take the enduro stand off, because all the weight will just flex the enduro stand like right here and right here, and you'll get to your destination and your motor will be like way back here, and you'll just look at it and know that that's not the way stuff's supposed to be. And if you try to put it together, you won't be able to get the hoop on because you have to bend it back. And then once you've done that, forget it. These things are toast. They're so fragile. I actually cracked one of these once after it was compromised, because I took it off my shoulder and just like set it down. And of course I set it down on that little part right there, not these parts. So I set it down because it's going away from me, and you hear the crack. There you go. There's another, you know, 175 bucks if you don't know how to fix these. The cool thing about carbon fiber is you can fix them. And there's some videos on how to fix them that are gonna be way better than mine, but all you really do is you just cut out the jagged parts, fill them with some foam, and then you sand it, and then you just wrap carbon fiber back around it, and you can make it just about as strong. If you drive your Scout around and it's bouncing around on the back of a carrier or inside the back of a covered trailer or anything, man, I just highly recommend these things, because this all you have to do is set the weight of the paramotor down on one of these corners, and it's gonna bend the hoop right up into the prop. So I'm gonna fix this prop, and then this prop's gonna become like my foot drag play around sand prop, because that's really not that bad. I can fix that pretty easy. And then you have to balance it, of course, which Scout did some amazing videos on how to do that as well. So link somewhere. It'll be here, there, somewhere for those videos. But other than that, yeah, one good thing about carbon fiber, you can fix it, and it's just as strong, if not stronger, after you do. So anyways, I hope this helps some people. But order Stefan's beef tubes, because they are a much needed addition to the Scout frame, so that you don't have a bunch of carbon fiber parts laying around like these.
So I got my beef tubes, and I saw that it came with a drill bit. So I'm gonna look online, and hopefully Stefan made a video on how to install these things.
I finally got the beef tubes on, and wasn't that tough, really. I mean, check it out. I mean, when you used to do that right there, you used to see the whole enduro stand flex. I think these are a must-have, especially if you want to save that carbon frame. And if you're driving on any type of rough roads with your paramotor, yeah, definitely get these guys for sure. Took me like an hour, but it's pretty simple. They give you a little template to drill that hole right there, and literally they're just bolt on. You had to put a little different spacer back here, so you did have to take the harness off. And I better finish putting the harness back on, right? That's like tight enough, right? I think that'd work. No. And all right, well, get some beef bars, protect your bottom hoop and your prop. I think these things are awesome.